And we'd like to thank One Tom Plumber for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the KRIM studios here in the Sawmill Theater Plaza on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Nice cool weather and a great rain last night. So hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. Well, today on our Community Spotlight program, we are going to be talking with Lions Club, Dorine, Prine, Cris, Gerard. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Chris. Thank you very much for having us here. And hi, everyone out there.
There you go, listening and watching on our KRIM Radio Facebook page. And today's program, well, it's gone to the dogs. I couldn't help myself. It's gone to the dogs. And that is an event that's happening this weekend, Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock or 10. I know 10 is the K9 demo, so that's what kicks off the event, 10 o'clock, and goes until 2 o'clock in the afternoon approximately?
Yes,
right around there?
yes.
All right. So, Gone to the Dogs, not a new event. It's been happening now for
7 years?
7 years.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Nice. And this is in Rumsey Park on the softball field. That's Rumsey 1, right across from the library. And it's boy, that was a great venue last year. I think that was one of the first years that the entire event was on Rumsey 1, wasn't it?
Yes, we'd had it there like 1 year before that, Chris, but this is the whole thing in there.
Yeah.
The dogs get to be on the grass. It's just wonderful. So
It is. I remember going 1 year when part of it was in the dog park, and then the demos and some of the dogs were in Rumsey 1, because that's where we adopted a dog at the event from Jane with the Aussie Rescue. She was there at that time, and she had this big Australian Shepherd. I couldn't say no to. I say we. I was the one that was over there, and I'm like, hey guys, look what I got.
yeah.
Come home to my wife and kids. Hey, I got a dog. So, yeah, great event. And what are some of the, I guess, the demos or things that people can see when they go to the event this weekend?
Well, sure. Ski will be there with his police dog, his law enforcement dog, Roscoe. So they're going to kick us off with the demo in the morning. And then Tunnel Grim Search and Rescue, one of my favorite and such an amazing organization. They're going to be there. So they'll follow Ski. They'll tell us all about some of the work that they do with their dogs. Amazing guys. I love to watch the big old bloodhound that they have out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, amazing work. So they'll share, entertain a little bit as well. Johnny Geen and the local disc dog group will be there. If you've not seen dogs chase frisbees, you know that's always a good time. So they'll be there following search and rescue, and then we're going to do something a little different. We want to feature some of the dogs that do work in town, so to speak. So we have canine companions. We're going to give them a few minutes in the spotlight, and those are dogs that do work for folks with disabilities. So we want to let them share, some of the things that they do. We have a couple puppies being raised in town, so you get to see a couple of the little guys that are not quite through their training yet, but talk about that group and how they assist folks with physical, visible or invisible disabilities. A lot of work with PTSD, for example. Love on a Leash will be there. We want to give them a few minutes. They were there last year, the last couple of years as well. And those are the folks that do a lot of work with at the hospital. So those dogs, big and small, They do a lot of work with patients at the hospital. They also will be, at the high school, so you can see those dogs do a lot of different things in town. So we want to let people know about them, how they can get involved, and what those dogs do. So that'll be the demos in the morning, and then in the afternoon, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to have a parade. We're going to have when we're telling everybody now, please, if you have your dog and you've got a costume, Halloween's not over yet, so bring it out. Put your dog in a costume, and we're going to do a parade within the park there.
Wow, there we go.
So not only for those in costumes, but sometimes owners and dogs like to dress alike. So we're going to have within that, it's a look-alike contest too. So if you're going to go around with your dog in costume, don't be bashful, dress up yourself and join the fun. So that's always a good time. And then the dogs do, pet dogs do marvelous things and very unique tricks. So we're going to have a best trick contest, and that can be very elaborate sometimes, these tricks.
Yeah, I remember last year, and there were some good ones. I remember a suitcase was involved.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I remember that too. So that's always fun. And then we have, and thanks to music in the background, we do something called musical bumps. And it's like, if you remember musical chairs as a kid, okay, but this is for dogs. So the music starts and dogs with their owners start walking around in a circle, and when the music stops, the last dog with their butt on the ground is a sit position. So we tell the dogs to sit, and the last one to sit is excused. So that's how that works, kind of like a missing chair.
I remember that, and the dogs, oh my goodness, they were so fast. Sit, boom, down, right away, boom, down.
It was hard to touch them, wasn't it?
When it got to the end there, oh my goodness, it was. It was. So again, this is Gone to the Dogs. That's this Saturday in Rumsey Park on the Rumsey 1 softball field, right across from the library. The demonstrations kick off at 10 o'clock with Ski and his canine demo, and events go all the way until 1:45. And then there are a lot of other things as well that are happening at the event.
So I want to make sure that everybody knows this is a free event. So there is no admission charge. You just bring you and your pet, a well-loved pet or a well-suited pet, bring them along, but it's free. It's free to be able to get in, and there's lots of things going on. We're doing raffles and everything else. And I do want to be able to make sure that we thank our sponsors, which is Safeway, Walmart, Bashas', PetSmart, MHA Foundation, and Banner Health.
Yeah, without the sponsors, I know really the majority, if not all, of the events that are done by nonprofits up here, there are sponsors behind those events that provide funding, that provide things, water, food, whatever it is, to make the event bigger, better, or possible. Speaking of food, there will be food there as well.
Yes,
right?
there will. Thank you very much. And you can't have a dog event without the dog father. So dog father with his gourmet hot dogs, he will be there. And we also have Kona Ice is going to be there with pup. I'm not quite sure whether that she calls them popsicles but she has things for pups. So that's going to, that'll be fun. We also have a face painter that's going to be out there that will not only do your face, but may do canine, little hearts on canine. Yes.
And the photo booth.
And the photo booth, yes.
That's free.
So,
You'll be able to have a picture taken of you and your loved one, dog.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's not the dog, but you can actually have your free picture taken too. That's
Wow.
free.
Yeah,
Yes.
if I'm an older gal, and so I remember, there was in the, sometimes in the malls, there
Yeah.
was a little photo booth. You
Oh,
went
yeah.
behind a curtain and
Yep.
you got to sit there and you got, 3 or 4 pictures snapped.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like this, only this is outside, and so you get a little print,
Okay.
printout right there with a
Nice,
little
yeah.
with a little "Gone to the Dogs" and a Lions emblem at the bottom, but it's 3 little pictures, so it'll be kind of fun, I
Yeah.
think, for everybody to
It
have.
is.
And those are free too, yep.
Wow, and again, when I have to go back to the dog father, his
Oh,
Chicago
yes.
style dog.
Oh, yes.
And he has such a good variety.
Yes, he does,
Of the
yes.
different hot dogs.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Boy,
And
thinking about that.
And so if you're looking to, add a little something to that, our Lions Club will also have our, we're getting pretty good at this. So we have our cotton candy machine,
Mhm.
so that'll be in operation, as well as our popcorn machine. So,
Nice.
that'll be fun out there too.
Well, that's great. Again, Gone to the Dogs this Saturday in Rumsey Park on the softball field number 1, right across from the library. And again, it's just such a great venue. It worked out really well. Have exhibitors. Will you have other people there, other exhibitors, organizations, or dog-related groups?
Yes, thank you very much, Chris. Absolutely. So our PAWS group will be there, the
Okay.
folks that have our dog park. So they love to come out and, talk to everybody about the dog park and the
Mhm.
things that they do there. Of course, the Humane Society will be there,
Nice, okay.
and look out, they'll probably bring a couple cute puppies, so, just
Yeah.
make
You
it,
might
make
wanna
a
avoid
note,
that.
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
well, at the time, I just had 1, and I found 2 is good. 2's the limit. We haven't ever tried 3 yet. I don't think we're.
That's a little overload.
Yeah, I think 2 is good, so.
So, and thanks to Parks and Rec,
Mhm,
they'll have a booth out there, so if anybody wants to talk about anything with Parks and Rec, they'll have, I'm sure they'll bring the new playbook, so you
Mhm.
can see everything that's going to go on, even through they have a couple of things coming up, like Turkey Trot, they'll, be talking about that.
Mhm.
Winter Wonderland, certainly.
Winter Wonderland,
Yes.
Electric Light Parade.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah, all that coming up. PetSmart will be there. Thank you very much to our PetSmart in town. They do some very nice things for us. Lions will have a huge raffle there at the end of the day, and so please, everybody, bring a couple extra dollars that you don't have to spend on too many other things, and check out the raffle. Thank you, PetSmart and Tractor Supply. They've donated some things. Our Lions Club members have been very generous and brought in some things for
We
that.
have In-N-Out Burger gift cards.
Oh, gosh,
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Yes, and
Wow.
Bashes has been very, very good with some great gift cards as well.
Mhm.
And if nobody's, I'd like to let everybody know that CASA will be there. This is our
Okay.
court-appointed special advocates group, and they do work with foster children. So, and kids and dogs are kind of a combination. So please, come out and say hi to the folks at CASA as well. Well, there'll be a dog trainer out there. Alton Dog Training is going to come out, and I'm sure he'd like to talk about, dog training that can be done. Let's see, what else? Did I miss anybody? I think
Well,
that's
there-
about
yeah.
it. It's going to be a nice variety of dog-related groups, activities. I think it'll be a fun day. And the whole thing started, Chris, with the idea that dogs enhance our lives in many, many ways. And these are not all of, but a good portion of the ways that dogs help us, whether it's canine in their working, Tonga Rim Search and Rescue, the work that they do there, but all the way dogs make our lives better.
No, it is a good representation of that. So the event again is this Saturday. Gone to the Dogs, great event, and you can obviously bring your dog out to the event. They must be leashed, have them on the leash. There will be a lot of other dogs there, so if your dog is a little crazy when it gets around other dogs, maybe you might want to reconsider that one. But if your dog is used to being around other dogs out there with people, then yeah, it's a great event to come out to. Bring your pup. Now, if you want to tell us a little bit about the Lions Club, because there might be people that have heard the name, that have heard Lions, I like that, Dorine. That have heard about the Lions, but maybe don't know what the Lions Club does.
The Lions Club has been around for a long time. We, here in Payson, we just celebrated our 60th anniversary.
Last year,
Yes,
wasn't
Yes,
it?
yeah, it was a great event. In other words, we're older than the town.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So we've been around for a long time.
Northern Gila County Fair, the same way. They celebrated their 70th this year.
Wow.
So
Yes,
there's
yes.
different organizations, events that have been going on for a long time. So Lions, 60 years last year.
So some of the things that we do different projects around town and events. Gone to the Dogs is one of them that helps to be able to support canine companions and leader dogs for the blind. Then we also have estate sales. We love our estate sales. And that is a fundraiser that helps to be able to provide glasses and hearing aids to people who are unable to afford them, and especially children. And then we have different projects that we do. Like for instance, we have one that is with the nursing homes. And it started out as a forgotten senior program because there's a lot of people that are in nursing homes that do not have anyone coming to visit or to be able to call them or talk to them. And so we give them a birthday present and a Christmas present. So it kind of caught on and everybody really likes it. So we now give a Christmas and a birthday present to everyone that's in there. It expanded. And it's really great because they really love that. And it's real simple things. Sometimes they want a shirt, sometimes they want slippers, sometimes they want candy. It's little things. You wouldn't imagine those kind of things. So, and then we also do fundraisers to be able to raise money for scholarships because we want to be able to give people a chance to be able to achieve their dreams and their goals. And the scholarships, one mother told me that without our scholarships, her daughter would not have been able to achieve her dream and go to college.
Wow.
So we do that. Let me see. And then of course the glasses and the hearing aids. And then we also have a program. So by the way, if anybody has suitcases that are carry-on size that are on wheels and have a handle, we call it our suitcase program. Because when they remove a child from a home, normally what DES did is they simply gave them a black trash bag and said, here, put your stuff in here. I mean, they're already traumatized and that's just demoralizing. So we actually have a suitcase program. So you can donate your suitcases. They have to be in good condition. And then what we do is we give them to DES and also Butters, Mr. Butters. He's the foster care project manager.
He has a new organization in town, Northern Arizona Child Advocates.
Thank you.
And so we work with, Lions works with him and with others to help, the kids in the community, that may need some additional help. And the suitcases do come in handy sometimes when children need to go from one place to the other rather quickly, so.
We give them a suitcase, so
with
it's a lot more
goodies in
dignified.
it. Yes.
And a trash bag.
Yes,
Trash
yes,
bag.
yes.
Yeah, you put all your stuff in and
Yes, yes.
tote it from
Yes,
those
yes.
ways.
Yeah, and then we have a lot of different things that we do. So we just do a lot of things in the community. Our motto is we serve, and so if there is a need, a Lion's going to be there.
That's great. And then also the Gone to the Dogs event, there's a connection there. Before the program, Cris, you were telling me that lions and dogs, they've been connected for a while.
Yes, let me expand on a little bit of that. So Lions International has always been big on vision. And if people connect something, they usually connect lions and eyeglasses, and not a lot of people know why. And the why is because in 1933, I believe it was, at the Lions International Convention in Chicago, a woman came and asked the Lions to be the Knights of the Blind in the crusade against darkness. And that woman's name is Helen Keller.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So if everybody, my age may know that name, if you don't know that name, look it up. What a remarkable woman she is. So 100 years ago, she asked us to do this, and Lions International has been doing that ever since. So the connection with vision and visually impaired has been 100 years strong. So Lions felt so strongly about that, they actually started a group called Leader Dogs for the Blind. And so Leader Dogs for the Blind do just that. They are service animals that assist those with that are visually impaired, so that they can be helped to do more things than be more comfortable maybe doing more things. So Leader Dogs, we won't have a team there at the event, but we will have information. So if anybody in town, lots of goodies. So if there's anybody in town that perhaps knows someone that is visually impaired or might need some more information about that, Lions clubs and Leader Dogs are very well connected, and we can certainly see if we can't make something happen there. So we want to make sure all of our folks can have that opportunity. And then about 50 years ago, Lions clubs in a little town in Santa Rosa, California, were next to a lady named Bonnie Bergen is her name. And Bonnie had a vision, and she said, I think dogs could help people with disabilities other than blindness. I think if a dog could help maybe pick up things off the floor, or if a dog could help open a door for you or do something like that, that might be a good thing. And she thought about that from watching, I think she was in South America, burros. The disabled folks were either holding on to or riding, or the burros were helping, in this process. Wow. So that's how the idea came about. She started a group called Canine Companions for Independence. They're 50 years strong this year. So, and in Payson, we do have a couple people that are raising puppies for this organization. We have a puppy already raised here that is now in the community. So we would encourage everybody to come by and check out Canine Companions and what these animals can do for folks with either visible or invisible disabilities. A lot of work with PTSD, a lot of work with children, so Lions have been involved with dogs in various ways for a long, long time.
For a long time. Oh, yeah. Again, we're talking about Gone to the Dogs, an event this Saturday. Starts at 10 o'clock with canine demo with Ski and his dog Roscoe, and it takes place at the Rumsey 1 softball field, right across from the library, so a lot of parking right there. Library and the parking lot just next to or down from the library. But there'll be, goodness, so many activities. There's a full schedule of demonstrations that are going on. There'll be dogs, some vendors out there, a parade costume with the costume wearing dogs, a look-alike contest. My goodness, there's so many raffle going on, and that's a raffle. Is that like a 50-50 raffle that you're doing, or is it like raffle baskets or?
Yes, we have tons of raffle baskets, Chris. So this is and we call it, there's a name for it, but basically if you buy raffle tickets, and we're very generous with the number of raffle tickets we, we provide for, not very much money, but you can put your ticket in front of the basket that you want to win. So, and I think we have 24 different baskets of goodies. So it's going to be, it'll be wonderful. There are quilts, there are handmade quilts out there. They're gorgeous things. Thanks again for Tractor Supply and PetSmart donated, nice big baskets. Our Lions Club members, So it's going to be fun. And I forgot to mention one thing, if I could, for the costume and look-alike contest. If you wanted to sign up now, all you have to do is call me. May I give my phone number? Okay, my name is Cris, and the number is 916-715-8199. And that's in our Facebook page, and I think that's pretty much printed all over the place. But yes, please give me a call, and let's pre-register everybody for these contests.
And I want to say, I think that was even on the poster.
It was, and there should be flyers up all over town.
Yep, call Cris to register in advance. And again, that number is 916-715-8199. And that's on the posters. You can find that on the Lions Club of Payson, Arizona, I think, Facebook page.
Facebook or our website. We have a website out there too.
Okay, and also we put that on our KRIM website and our Facebook page. We have that, so, and you'll see it hanging all over town. Because I saw the posters out all over the place too. And some great pictures from last year as well on the Facebook page. And so, and it is a fundraiser, so you get to have fun, but you're helping the Lions Club with their mission here in the community to help people in the community. So, all right, well, it's about that time, 10:30. Anything else you want to add real quick, or I think that's everything, huh?
Wow, yes, thank you. 30 minutes goes quick.
Thank you for KRIM.
Yes, thank you,
Give us this time on the radio. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, and it'll be fun, be out there, we'll be out playing music and having a good time. And we were looking at the forecast before the program. It should be a nice day, a little chilly, in the 60s, low 60s, and if you get out there early, it might even still be in the 50s, but it should be a nice sunny day, so just have your hoodie, your pullover, your jacket.
There you go.
Yeah, dress in layers. It's getting to that time of the year, layers, where layers are good. Well, thank you, Cris. Thank you, Dorine, coming on.
Thank you, Cris, so much.
Hey,
and thank you, everyone out there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
for listening.
thank you,
We'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, see you Saturday, guys. Thank you for watching, and also thank you to One Tom Plumber for sponsoring our Community Spotlight program. Time to get back to the music here on KRIM with some Led Zeppelin, Talking Heads, the Beatles, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from our National Weather Service.
With this morning's KRIM weather
I'm just going to run out on you guys and